Okay, good evening and welcome. Thank you for being here. So I have so much thing to tell you, and I don't know where to start. In effect, but okay, let's start with the emails. I received a lot of emails in the last few weeks, and the most common question was why I'm not usually live, why I'm not going live as usual, and why I'm not uploading any videos. So there is a reason for this, and I will in a short line explain to you what happened to me. And so my mother was on a surgery twice in 1 month, and she's 84 years old. So that was a very hard time for me and my sister, because we don't know if she can survive this surgery. And then after the first surgery, doctor said that she must go again on the same surgery, and that was very risky. And then on Wednesday we buried our someone who was close in my family. We lost one aunt, and she also was fell on the floor. She broke her hip, and very soon after she died. And maybe this is better than remain in a bed and that everybody have take care of her, and that is very hard way to live in that way, you know what I mean. And the third thing, which is also very important here, is that I released the bird that I take care of, the crow bird. I released on Wednesday. I let her free from the cage because I find out that I think that she's enough well to be by herself. I mean that she can leave, and so she fly away, and she's not coming back. I hope that she's okay. She got broken wing and broken leg. It took me 2 months to take daily care of her, you know, and even I spent so much time with her and comfort her and feed her, and I spent 100 euros on that bird because I don't have other options. And instead to pay my internet bill, I unfortunately invest this money into the bird, or fortunately if you wish, because I have to buy material for the cage and all this stuff that I need to protect her from the cats, from the other birds, and buy food and some medications and some salami and all kind of stuff. And now I haven't paid my internet bill for 2 months. I get a warning from the internet provider that if I don't pay it in the next 10 days, in the next week, they will disconnect me from the internet. But I don't have that money, and I barely have money for the food because I'm diabetic and everything is very expensive. My choice is very narrow. I cannot eat anything, and this what I can eat is very expensive. So if you are complaining that you are also in some trouble with your life, and you think that you are having hard time, let me tell you that you don't know what is life in Croatia. You don't have even close idea what we are going through, especially since we are going on the euro money. And let me explain to you in a very short explanation, example. I mean, sorry. So Croatian beer in Germany. So once again, Croatian beer in Germany costs 80 euro cents. Okay, This is the price of the Croatian beer in Germany. The same beer here in Croatia, where this beer is made, it costs 150 euro. That is almost double. That means that every German who drinks this beer, it was paid by Croatian people. So the fourth or the fifth thing that I have to mention is that I'm not receiving any support from you. Unfortunately, you are not sending me anything, and I think that very, very soon I have to say goodbye to you and end the story because I cannot go like this. And they are after me. They are fact checkers. Everything what I put on the internet, the fact checkers are stick their warning that this is a false information, and they are using all kind of stuff against me, and so I don't know what to say, but people are not that stupid, you know what I mean? People are not that stupid. So today I received from Janet, sent me today 20 and something dollars. She usually do that every month, and I went to buy a food because I was without the food almost 3 days. I was very, very short with the food, and today I buy some food, some lemons, some things that I need to stay alive, if you wish. And I cannot buy a gasoline. I haven't been in a mountain house for 60 days because I cannot afford myself to be in a mountain house because I don't have any money. So if you could be so kind and put something on my PayPal account, if you can afford yourself such a luxury, you know. I know that you are not living in optimal conditions, but what we got here in Croatia, it's incredible. So now, okay, put this all private problems aside, and let me tell you what happened in Croatia. So in Croatia, there is about 1 million tree fell down from this storm that all fields with agriculture, everything is destroyed. They are killing the pigs because of the African lepra, lepra. I think that he said lepra, and we are in a very, very big trouble here. People are also short with the cells for the roof because there is a shortage of the cells for the roof in whole Europe, not only in Croatia. Not only Croatia has gone to the very bad weather system, but also Austria and Italy and Slovenia and Hungary and Bosnia and Herzegovina, Serbia, Montenegro, and Kosovo also in Serbia, and Germany and France, and everything is ruined all around Europe. Now let me tell you something about movie Melancholia and what is going on right now. There is a 100% match what is going on in the reality with what was present in the movie Melancholia. But before I go into the details, I have to remind you of something very, very important, and this in effect caught my attention few days ago, and I was said how stupid I were, how come that I haven't seen this before after so many years, after so many watching the movie, and I went over this very important detail. So for you who already watched the movie Melancholia, let me tell you what it's this all about. So if you remember, when Justine is on her wedding party, the same evening she is having a wedding party, and she is separated the same evening from her husband. So in the same evening she get married and she get divorced. So what happened next, after she left the party, she come few months later, and she was very sick. Okay, she was very weak. They can barely took her into the house. And if you are wise, then you will know what does it mean, because there was also flag number 19, which we all thought it's 2019 some kind of apocalyptic event that will happen, but unfortunately that was all about the fatal disease that was carrying in this label number 19. And so the director of the movie, Lars von Trier, he very precisely show us that there is going to be some pandemic or whatsoever, but unfortunately nobody knows that. Nobody even thought about what is going on. Now, let's go to what to the events that is going on right now all over the world. It's not about Europe. If you go to the Blitzorg in a German website, when you can see this, I can also show you this just a moment. It's here, and I will share the screen with you just a moment, because it's where is it? Camera, it's here, and so let me show you this. So here on this map, you can see that these patches are spread. Look at the America, people. Look at the United States. Look at the West Coast, East Coast. It's ruin in a ruin. The terrible storms probably are happening over there. Just a moment to disconnect straight circles and sound. Okay. So this look at the United States, people. Look at the United States. And if we go here, as you can see, nothing is happening very much here, especially not in Russia. But this storm here, all the storms from Europe come here behind the town of Lugano. This is here in Lombardy. Lugano is the place where all these storms are coming out. They are coming in the form of the form storms, which are then separate one from another, and each one go to another direction, and affecting here Austria, Italy, Slovenia, Croatia, especially west part of Croatia, and continental part of Croatia. Here, this is about, 300 kilometers from capital of Croatia, Zagreb. Zagreb was hit very, very hard, first with an earthquake, and then with the storms. There's dead people, 180 people who are wounded and very hard, and about 4 or 3 people are dead from this storm. Okay, so we will close this here now, just a moment. And you can only imagine what will happen in the winter time after all this is happened. But let me tell you now something what is very significant about the storms and about parallel with the movie Melancholia in reality, what is happening right now. We are witnessing now what is happening right now. So let me tell you something. The movie Melancholia, it starts in the month of the May. We know that because everybody's wearing a lily of the valley flower on their river here, on their suits, and lily of the valley is a flower that blooming only in May, not in April, not in June. And then we have this number of the beans that people are put in the bottle when they are entering in the wedding party. Each visitor put a bit of the beans, grain of beans inside one bottle, and in the end, somebody must He had to drop a couple of beans, a grain of beans, and then he must set what will be the outcome of the beans in the end of the party. And the number of the beans in the bottle was 678. That is 6, 7, and 8. And what we got here in the reality, let me tell you what we got here in the reality. We got storms here that start to hit the Europe, and this heat wave in May, in June, in July, and we are ending July, and now we are entering into August. So I'm very curious what will happen in the month of August, because we don't have to witness more of the storms in the August. Who knows what is waiting for us in the August? So let me tell you what else is shown in the movie Melancholia, and what is happening now in reality. Let me mention also this. Yesterday in Slovenia there was snow. I'm not talking about the hail. I'm talking about falling the real snow in the middle of the summer. Exactly is that what is shown in Melancholia in the end of the June, beginning of the July, when they are picking the berries. They are witnessing of the snow fall. Snow is falling from the sky, and they are witnessing of the snow weather in the middle of the summer. So now everything what is going to be in our near future, that is November, that is September, October, December, and January in 2024, these are the crucial time what will bring something into the vision. We still don't know what that will be, but I think that also in the movie iPad Go 2, we already saw very much what is already happening right now. Now I will show you how many photos I received from the people. We are going through the slide of these photos. I will show you the photo, and I will explaining to you what these photos are and what do they represent. And I will also show you what the people from the 15th century, I repeat, in the 15th century, when there was no photo cameras, what do they paint on their paintings? What do they see? What they did saw in the sky in that time 600 years ago. And then you will very easily understand what I've been saying for the last 3 years, because people, what I'm going to show you right now are the comets, secret comets in the form of the clouds, and I will now show it to you. So let's start. And I will show you also the ancient photos. Okay, now I will put the protection on my like this, and then I will turn off the camera, and unfortunately I must do this. And this is the feather that I took in my on the sky, my mountain house, somewhere in the beginning of 2021 or 22. I'm not very sure about. So let's go to the next slide. This is the same one, as you can see. After a couple of maybe half an hour, it's not moving, not changing in shape. Look at that here. It's only sinking below the horizon, but it's not changing its shape. Let's go on the next one. So pay attention on this huge object here, or above here, and I will show you this how this is moving it's going toward here, and the next one is, you can see it's here. These are not the clouds, because clouds cannot keep round shape in a 15 or 20 minutes after all these other clouds are gone. So something is present in the sky, and you will see that many times. I will show you that in the future. So these are the, look at it, these are the dragons and the tail of the dragons. I will show you that very shortly what they are. This is some object in the sky. I don't know what it represents, but it's not something what is from our sky, from nature of our sky, not the moon, sun, or some Jupiter or whatsoever. None of this. This is something. Okay, just a moment. So as you can see, this is it. This is, I think, a bit smaller than a moon. I'm not sure. Let's go forward. This is, you can see, present in the sky, and it's not the sun and it's not the moon. This is about 8:30 in the evening, and the sun was down at 8 o'clock. So, okay, let's go forward. This is the negative of this photo. And here you can see that this is something what is illuminated, not like our sun, a little bit weaker. But as you can see, this is present in the sky, and it's not belong to our weather. The same photos. Let's go forward. Two of this, I already showed you this, but I will go through one more time because I have some new photos and you will enjoy these new photos. So these are two objects here behind the clouds, which are neon white objects. Also some light comes from this here, and these are some elliptic, as you can see, elliptic object in the sky. Let's go forward. So this here is correspondent of the position of this object here, and this is Catalina V4. This is in the circle, light of Nibiru Sun, or Catalina V4. Let's go forward. This is the winged planet, or so-called vector, taken by someone and sent it to me. As you can see, the vector always, it's a winged planet. There is always something in a forehead of these two wings which are following, and we got some dragons here. I will take care of the dragons later. Let's go forward. These are some strange lights which are not supposed to be here. As you can see, this is in the but look at this vector here. I can zoom in and show you this vector here. Here, you see that here? And also one little planet or two are present inside of these wings. So let's go forward. These are also two objects present here. These are the dragons. You will see what the dragons are. Remember the shape. This is the head of the dragon, the wings, and the tail. 3 dragons are present on the screen, or even maybe more. In the background you can see also more dragons. I will show you dragons from the 15th century, and you will see how the people draw dragons in the sky. So this is the dragon 2, and this is the dragon 2. This is the dragon 2. Let me zoom in and show you this creature, which are vaporized, in effect, vaporized by the moisture in the sky and surrounding this creature, which it's not visible. These creatures are the comets, which are present in the sky in the form of the kraken, of the winged planet, of the feeder. You will see all of them in the drawings from the 15th century. So you can see vectors here. I can zoom in and you can see vectors are present here, winged planet. Let's go forward. And let's go forward. You can see this is the tail of the dragon. This is how I call this long, I call it tail of the dragon. You will see it later. This is the head of a dragon. And forward, these are some also very strange clouds. Sometimes I call them angels, but this one are small dragons. Probably also the vector or dragon. I'm not sure about this one. Let's go forward. These are the. This is a small kraken with many of the like an octopus. You know, it looks like an octopus. That's why I call it the kraken or huge octopus in the sky. You will see that. Look at this object here on the left side of the photo. I will zoom in and I will show you this. Look at this huge object, Melancholia sized object, hidden in the behind the cloud and semi-transparent. It's not completely visible. It's I think that this is going to be more and more visible as we go toward the December or to the January 2024. I'm sure because this is everything is become more and more or better visible as the times go by. This is the negative, as you can see, a huge object present behind the clouds here. I already showed you this, but I don't want to jump over some because I don't know what did I show you last time. So let's go forward. Look at this here. This is not, people, the sun. What you see here, it's not the sun. Look at this object here at the south, what that will be southwest here, you know, or south, yes, okay, let's say southeast or whatsoever. Look at this huge object here. And another one here, look at this one here, another one here. I hope that you will, here it is, I hope that you will be able to see this, maybe some negative. Here it is, yes it is. Here is the negative of this object, you can see here. And let's go forward. Some additional vectors here. You can see it. Let's go forward. Vectors, more winged planets. Vectors here again. Or winged planet. More vectors. Look at how many vectors are present here. You will see that here now. Here it is. Now you can see it. How many of the vectors are present here. Look at that here. The whole family and one planet or something. It's here among these objects. What is the dark part is something what is around here. And more vectors here. And that will be some kind of the, I don't know, how can I call this, a feeder maybe or whatsoever. Look at that here, very, look like a spin, you know, like a spin of a human spin, you know what I mean. So these are, this is the sun, the little one is the sun, and these are the additional huge objects, about few times bigger than our sun. This is the real, and let's go forward. This is the vector here, huge vector captured in the night. This is very interesting one. This is another feeder here, and another vector in the evening. This is the negative of this. Let's go forward. Some clouds, I don't know, probably this one here, it's in the focus, it was in the focus of my interest. This very isolated parts look like some objects here, and I believe that this is something, as you can see, maybe we can see also the negative here. Yes, this is the negative. Huge winged planet or vector here among the clouds. Covered with the clouds, just a moment. Here, yes, additional very strange illuminated thing inside of this cloud. Look at how this is hidden within the cloud. This is the zoom in. Additional something here. Let's go forward. This is from the movie from 1972. I already showed you how they are chemtrailing the sky in the 1972. It's not something what it started in 90s or end of the 80s. Much more before, but nobody knows what is that. That people think that this is the contrail, but as you can see, this is not a contrail, this is the chemtrail. Let's go forward. These are some chemtrailing here. Very interesting one, you know. They are covering something probably here. This is some lighting and with some energy balls present here. This is this little illuminated ball here above this above here. This is something what we call energy ball, and they are release lightings. This is also something, but these are probably the drops of the rain on the photo camera. So this is nothing. This is the vector. Look at the vector here. Zoom in and you will see the vector better now. Let's go forward, and here is the from the distance that same object, but from the distance this is the negative. Look at the negative of it. So you know that I'm talking about. This is the different days, different areas, different time. So this is not happening in one place. This is happening all over Croatia, all over Slovenia, and Italy, and France, and Scotland, and in the United States. They are everywhere, people. They are everywhere. They are covering whole world. These are the comets. Now look at it here. This shiny thing here is something what is in the sky. Here it is. Look at it here. It's not the sun. Look at this. Look at this very strange cloud here. This is the ray that's coming from. This is the moon. Look at the shadow on the surface of the water. This is probably a huge ray from something what it's on the east, not on the west. This is the dragon. Okay, this is the dragon, typically dragon. This is the dragon too. Or this is the kraken. No, this is the kraken. These are some additional winged planets or so-called vectors. Here it is, the vectors also in the evening. Here it is, more of this. Another vector. This is the vector, or maybe even kraken, because there's a lot of huge pipes here, and which are present in the sky. Probably the kraken. These are more vectors here, and more vectors with some dark planet inside. Very interesting one. Let's go forward. Vectors, vectors, vectors. Look at that here, the whole family of vectors. This is, I don't know, how can I say, this is something, what we may call that a spin, you know, or spine. These are some very strange clouds too. I don't know what they are. Maybe some dragons, or again, a spine. These are some dragons probably, big one and little one. Look at this, looks like some kind of ghost, you know, but also, and in the form of some vector forms, like they are flying together in a formation of four. This is a dragon with a tail. This is the vector. Look at this vector here. These are the vectors also. Again, this some so-called spine. Some vectors who spine again. Vector. Look at the vector. Huge vector here. And let's go forward. This is something what it's also the vector. Look at how huge vector this is. Okay, you see it? And something it's red inside of this vector. Some red object is present here. And another dragon. Another dragon. This is a, I don't know, maybe a feather or I don't know. Also some strange clouds or part of something like this. People are sending me all kind of very weird stuff, which it's not normal at all. Here is probably the dragon. Look at these dragons here with the wings. Very, very interesting. More dragon. Look at the head of the dragon and the wings and the body of this. Let's go forward. This is the feather. Look at the feather in the sky. Same as I show you in the beginning, which I taken from my mountain house. You will see even more. This is the feather. These are some more very strange clouds. Some vectors and something also with something inside. As you can see, something is present inside of what is shiny. This is the dragon. Very strange formation of the cloud. Also, I don't know how can I call this one. This is the dragons, many of them. A feather again, different place, different time of the day, different area. This is the kraken. Now you are looking at the kraken. You will see the kraken, a lot of krakens. This is the kraken too. Sometimes feather is a part of the kraken. So maybe feather is a part of the huge kraken. This is the kraken too. This is the kraken or dragons. These are the dragons here. These are the dragons. You can clearly see jaws and eyes and all this stuck. How do you show it? This very sharp parts of the body. Here's another one. This is the perfect one. This is the original photo without any take. These are the dragons, as you can see. Now these are also very, very interesting one. I mean, this is really weird. Look at that here. People are selling me all kind of stuff, you know. And this is the kraken. Look at the kraken here. This is a huge people. Krakens are always looking the same. They are never changing that form. This is all the same. Look at for the two different kraken, just for the compare, that you can see that these are in a different time, in a different places, but they look the same. It's absolutely impossible that you have two same clouds on the two different days have same look-like shape. Here, kraken again, kraken. This is the dragon, as you can see very clearly. Dragon, this is the dragon. Look at the negative, people. Look at the negative of this. This is the kraken. Dragon, I'm sorry, flying dragon. This is the feather. Again, we have a feather. Look at the feather. This is the feather. This is the kraken. Look at the kraken, the huge kraken in this photo. This is the kraken too, part of the kraken. This is the kraken too. This is also the kraken. This the part of the kraken look like a part are made of feathers. This is the kraken too. This is the kraken too, or part of the kraken. Look at how huge this is. I will show you the airplane. This is the dragon. As you can see, we all the time we have the same shapes in the sky on the different days, on the different time of the day, on the different areas, different countries, different continents, people. This is very important. This is the dragon. This is some kind of the feather or whatsoever. These are some kind of vector or winged planet. This is probably the tail of the dragon. Look at that here. Dragons together. Here they are, 3 or 2 of them. And yeah, I will show you one awesome photo. Very strange cloud here. People are sending me this. Vectors. These are the Kraken. This is the Kraken. This is the Kraken. This is something here. I don't know. Maybe a moon, but I check out. It's not the moon. I did check out. These are the lightning balls in the clouds in Serbia. From this, it's come the lightning balls in the storm, in a plasma storm in Niš in Serbia. I think in Niš. 3 of them, they have war. They shoot the plasma one on another, and you can clearly see them. They are separate and they are isolated as a light. So this is one part of the frame. You can see many different illuminated objects are behind the cloud, and they are shooting the plasma in the form of the lighting. Look at that here. Now this is the dragon, a dragon. This is a dragon or part of the, yes, dragons, mostly dragons. A dragon again. This is above my house. This is my photo. July 14. This is the dragon. This is the dragon. This is the huge dragon here, as you can see. And all the same. This is all the same. What I've been taking in my. This is also the vector or some kind of dragon. This is the dragon 2. This is the dragon 2. This is also the dragon. This is some kind of a Medusa or vector, I don't know. This is probably a dragon. This is the Kraken. Don't know what is this, but this is the Kraken. I don't know what this is. Very strange clouds, some formation of the clouds. Also some kind of vectors. Kraken again in the night. Kraken filmed in the night. Here is the Kraken. Dragons. This is a Kraken. Look at that here. Looks like an eagle, you know. But this is the Kraken. Kraken is very, very big. I will show you the airplane. This is the Kraken 2. This is the Kraken 2. This is all from Croatia. Krakens from Croatia. This is also Kraken. This is the feeder. Again, a different feeder. Dragons. Vectors. Dragons. This is a Kraken. This is a dragon. This is a dragon. This is a feeder dragon or whatsoever. This is the Kraken 2. Kraken again. Look at how huge this is. I will show you look at this round shape inside the clouds or behind the cloud. These are 2 balls present one next to another. Look at that here. Very clearly seen, this is not the sun or moon. This is something very, very big, semi-transparent behind the transparent clouds. Here it is. Undeniable planet size of Melancholia. Well, these are also some very stormy clouds. You will see this is the dragon. Some strange clouds from Croatia. This is clouds and the cloud drivers. Here you will see cloud drivers here. Now in one moment, this is a ball that's pushing the clouds. These are the cloud drivers, 2 of them. I hope that you can see this. And this one up there, yes, let's go forward. This is the dragon. This is the part of the Kraken, I think. This is the Kraken, this is the Kraken 2. This is the part of the Kraken, this is the Kraken. And here is the Kraken. This is the Kraken from the 1007 year, from the 10th This is from the 10th century, people. This is the Kraken. This is what I'm talking about. I will show you that very shortly. This is the Kraken too. Look at how the Kraken is. Look when it's pointed toward the horizon. This is the Kraken. Look at the head with these pipes behind him. This is the Kraken too. From the 1531, 15th century, people. And these are the dragons in the sky from 1533. You see how the people are illustrated. The sky, they saw the dragons in the sky, probably in the form of the clouds. So they paint the dragons to keep in the memories or have them that they are in the form of the dragons. So the dragons are not a fiction. This is a roots in these old paintings. These are the cloud drivers. Look at how these two people are looking at the 15th century in the cloud pusher, in the cloud driver ball. This is the ball that I've been saying. I call them cloud movers or cloud drivers. This is not harp, people. So we got dragons here. You see, the whole city is destroyed because of the dragons. You know, and let's go forward. These are the vectors and feeders. I will show you the feeder now, just a moment. Look at this Kraken in the night. This is the Kraken in the night from Croatia. This is some, I don't know, probably a dragon. This is the dragon tail. I call this a dragon tail. Look, this is the over Croatia hovering before the storm, terrible storm was inside. Look at this illuminated objects here inside of this clouds. I call them, look at the dragon above the Bosnia and Herzegovina. Huge cloud in the form of the remain on the radar. These are the jobs of the dragon wings, tail of the dragon. I will show you even more. These are more of these strange clouds that are taking place from in Croatia. This is dragon, 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 dragon. This is the storm cloud that's coming toward the Zagreb or something. This is the Kraken, huge Kraken in Croatia. This is I don't know, something, probably a dragon. Here, vectors. And this very strange clouds. Look at this huge round object here, people. Look at this ball, dark ball behind the clouds. I don't know what this is, but that was, look at this here. Look at this. Look at this winged planet or vector, how it looks like. Like somebody's making a joke in the sky, people. Look at that here. Completely unreal. Incredible. This is above the Croatia. These are some krakens above the Croatia. Some dragons probably. Yes. Look at the head of the dragon. And a dragon again. These are some clouds in Rijeka where I live from my window before the storm starts coming. These are the storm clouds, as you can see. They're all the same when they are hovering over the cities and over this area. This is what I call a dragon tail. And you know, they are around it just like a snake or dragon. They put a tail in a round position in the circle. Okay, dragon, 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 dragon. Look at these clouds here, incredible. And yes, I forget to tell you. look at here on the left side, there is a illuminated ball. I will show you. Here, do you see the ball that is hovering behind the cloud? I will show you that on the next photo. Here, you can see the ball surrounded with the arrows. I took this to show you where is the illuminated ball behind the clouds. It's a huge one. This is from Pula, from Croatia, about 100 kilometers from Rijeka, where I live. This is it. Look at this ball, illuminated ball. It's not the sun, people, okay? Here it is. This is the size of it. Very, very big. This is another dragon. I will show you dragon. When you put this upside down, you can see the dragon face into the, like it's diving into the water, into the lake, you know, like a Tootsie from Loch Ness, you know. Oh, this is a cloud, very weird one from Zagreb. Kraken also. This is a dragon. Kraken. Some strange clouds. Probably part of the Kraken again. As you can see, they all look the same. And this is from today, from Rijeka. You can see these dragons are present here, and they are, look at how they are chemtrailing the sky. This is the photo of my friend from the other side, from the mountain. This is the mountain Uchkak here on the horizon, and they are chemtrailing something here very, very hard to hide something from the people. These are the dragons. Very strange cloud present also here. Probably the dragons. This is some kind of boomerang cloud, part of the dragons. And this is the feeder from, this is the time, this is the sign that we are at the beginning of this slideshow. So let's go here. Let's turn the camera on and put this here, and we can now remove this protection from here. We don't need this anymore. We can take down this, and now this is it. I think that I show you everything, and I also show you what is going on in in a reality, what can be compared with the movie Melancholia. So the only thing we can do is wait for the August and see what will August bring to us. What will be the outcome of the month of August? I think that there will be a shortage of the food, and that the hunger will be present in the following months, because everything, all agrar is completely ruined, from grape, from all other fruits, until the wheat and rice and all things that is growing as a eating agriculture product. So thank you very much. Please let me tell you again, I haven't paid my internet bill for 2 months. I am before to be disconnected from the internet. If you don't see, I own about 100 euros just for internet. I think that tomorrow I will go to the mountain house if I found some money for the oil, for the gas, for naphtha or whatever you say, at least to arrive at the mountain house, because when I come to the mountain house I got some oil there, and for as a storage, and I can come back with this storage of oil. I got about 20 liters of the diesel, and that will be enough to come back to Rijeka if I need to go back to Rijeka. So please donate. I am completely out of money. I don't have for food. Almost 3 months I haven't received anything. Thanks to Wendy, she sent me $100. Thanks to the Karen, who sent me also $120. Thanks to the Janet, who also sent me something, and some other people who are sent me something. I managed to arrive to today's dates, but that will be the end of my present on the internet if I don't pay my bill. And from the 1st of the August, they will raise the price of the internet. It will cost even more, and I don't know, people, how I am supposed to be here with you if I don't have the money to pay internet. Not to mention that I own also money for the electric power. I start to be in the debt just because I did all that for you, and to inform you, to keep you informed, to show you what is going on. And please be so kind and fair and show your support and appreciation for what I'm doing to you and what I'm showing to you. Thank you very much, and stay tuned. Now I will give you the info how can you help and donate to my channel via PayPal, which is here, separate.society@gmail.com. This is the email that you can use for PayPal donations. And now I will show you also how can you donate via Western Union, for example, if you don't owe any PayPal account. So let's go here. And that is the info for you, which you need to help me out from this trouble that I'm in. Don't forget that I haven't been present for 3 months, and 3 months and haven't received any donations from you people. So you support me before, please support me if you can, because nothing is compared with life in Croatia. You cannot imagine what we are dealing with. We have 1/3 of your money for the same job, and our prices are double than in your country for the food. So now you know what I'm talking about. So imagine that somebody half your salary put at the half and double the prices of the food. What would you do? That will be all. Thank you very much, and stay tuned.